Guys, are you having a challenge generating leads for your mortgage business? If you do, you're watching the perfect video. Today, what I want to do is go through Facebook ads with you. You should be able to flick the switch at any point in time and start generating leads. I do want to talk about the pros. I want to talk about the cons. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zevi. I'm a mortgage professional, and I own a mortgage shop in Los Angeles. And I'm also the founder and the creator of the part-time residential and the part-time commercial lender academies, both of which are available for you via link in the description of this video, all right? So why Facebook and how does this whole thing work? Is it worth it? Right now we're in November 2025, rates hovering somewhere between 6.5% to 7%, right? So here's the deal. There are several different ways that you can get leads for your business. And I do promote having relationships with, referral partners. I think that's the best because that type of a lead is going to be the most fruitful, the warmest, most likely to close. However, you're going to lack volume. And by lacking the volume, a lot of times you might find yourself not doing enough deals and not enough deals coming in. You might get a little frustrated. You might be doing the reach outs and it gets a little tricky. So by putting content and paid ads right up, you literally just flick the switch and off you go. Now, the thing is, you have to keep this in mind. The type of borrower that you're going to get is not going to be an A borrower. And there's a strategy behind it. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. We're not just appealing to somebody to come through the door for a purchase or refinance. They don't know who we are. They wouldn't use our services unless there was a benefit to them. So what is this built-in benefit? What I want to do is actually share my screen with you so you can get a little bit more of a visual. I'm going to explain to you exactly why somebody would find us on Facebook, why somebody would reach out, what we can expect, how much money we can expect to pay for each one of these leads. So here we are, and there's two ads. This one is the one that I kind of want to discuss with you, and this is the one that I'm running right now. So let's view the results. And in a moment, when we're going to look at the analytics, because it kind of tells you a lot about what's going on. I spent on this particular one about $1,800. And the way you know that is you literally just multiply 44 leads by the cost of each lead, was about $41. And so the cost per lead kind of tells you how much the budget was, all right? This particular ad, which I'm going to share with you in a moment, got 29,000 views and 14,000 reach. And the difference is views could be just me seeing something multiple times. Reach is just a unique account that's going to be seeing it, meaning just one account. So maybe the same account saw this like twice, and that's basically where the math is right now. All right. I want to show you the live ad, which is basically the same one, and I'm going to explain the strategy. So let's go through that real quick. Here's the actual ad. I want you to listen to it because you can get a feel of who we're trying to target here. Are you trying to get cash out of your property, but you're feeling completely stuck because the rate on your first mortgage is very low, and in addition to it, there's a very good chance that you're self-employed and you wrote off the majority of your income. Therefore, you're not going to qualify conventionally for a home equity line of credit. If this properly describes you, then I have a perfect solution for you. We offer second loans against your property using alternative documentation like your bank statements versus your tax returns to qualify you for financing. If you think you might be interested in this, then somewhere on this page, there's a button. Go ahead and click on it and we can get started. Okay, guys, so you get the idea of why somebody would need this service. We're appealing to a lot of people in today's market that obviously already have a very low rate on their first mortgage. They need a home equity line of credit. More strategically, a lot of these people may be self-employed. They more than likely wrote off the majority of their income, and they're not going to be able to qualify even if they walked into the bank for home equity line of credit, all right? simply because they're just not going to document enough income. And so what we're going to do is use their bank statements in second position to, get them that credit line, home equity line, whatever you want to call it. And so that is the angle. You see how it's very niche and then sub-niche? One, we're going after seconds. Two, not only are we going after seconds, we're going after self-employed seconds, where you got people that wrote off the majority of their income. And that's why it's very unique. But that being said, and by the way, I'm sharing this with you so you can see my creative, my copy. You can see exactly what it is that I'm telling these people. Okay, if you need cash out without refinancing your low rate mortgage, you're not alone. You're locked into a first mortgage, but now you need cash. So on and so on, and kind of like the parameters of the program. And I do that strategically because it says FICO is as low as 680. So if somebody has like a 550 FICO score, like they know they wouldn't qualify for that, which kind of leads me into the next thing here. All right. And before we get off the screen, no refi, get cash, apply now. You always want to try to make this seem as simple as possible. And in addition to it, there is something huge about keeping them on the platform, on the Facebook platform. I'm very familiar with funnels and automation and everything. And I could do that. I could put them into a funnel with automation and all that other stuff. But when they stay on the Facebook platform, there's a much better chance for them to give you the answers because they're not leaving, they're staying. All right, they're just kind of spending a couple moments of their time. So what's the estimated value of your home? Approximate balance on your first mortgage, because we're doing a CLTV loan, combined loan to value. How much money are you looking for? Are you self-employed or a W-2? I mean, they could both qualify, right? And what's your estimated credit score? And I'll explain to you where this is all going. Is this for an owner or investor? And that's it. We ask for their name, their email, and their phone number. Remember, I told you guys that most of these people, they're gonna have some hair on the file. There's not gonna be perfect, right? And so you gotta have two other things that you're gonna need to keep in mind. Number one, when these people put in their information for a lead, it's not like you're gonna call and be like, hey, this is Josh, Mike, whatever. I'm calling you about this, information that you put in here. A lot of times you're gonna need to follow up multiple times with them. And so the way I do it, I wanna share this with you as well. All right, so I can't share all of it because my work is here, but realistically what happens is you have contacts right here and you could type at the bottom. So what happens is when you work through Workspace, Google Workspace, you could literally go to voice.google.com and you could literally put in their number as if you're texting them. Text them on your computer, literally, just like hello. And then as you can see, bam, message not sent because this is not coming from my number. But just so you have an example, and then these people start getting your messages and, you could say something to the tune of, hi, I got your contact info from Facebook. I'm the guy talking in the video. Do you need a second mortgage? Okay, right. You see that that's okay. That's not sent because we're not using this correctly right now. But just so you get an idea, and then what happens is you're able to keep a thread, and then eventually these people reply, and so you make these notes more for yourself. So basically you're like, hey, and then you put in their full name so you know who to reference. Then when you go back to the leads, which are on Facebook, you're able to, see exactly who you're talking to. There's a platform called Zapier. You might have heard about it. And so I'm going to create this little video here for you to see as well. And so basically what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to create a Zap. Okay, now you can see it. So basically, you're gonna need to log into Zapier and then connect your Facebook account to it. So every single time somebody completes that form and submits it, you see new Facebook lead, send SMS whenever somebody completes the form. So that little form that I was talking to you guys about a moment ago, when they see the ad, it says, whatever it is, apply now, click there. They fill out the answers. The second they submit it, Zapier knows, because it's connected to my Facebook, to send you an SMS to basically say, hey, Mike Johnson just applied. So then you got the message and you get their phone number and you're like, oh, okay, great. So here, if I put this here and I show you all the fields, so it comes from the page at Lonebrook. You need a page on Facebook to market, right? And then here are the other steps, which are, there's more to that. Basically, just sending a text with, hey, this is kind of what's going on. Make sure you get back to this person. Everything needs to be automated for you to be able to do this correctly. So you might be somebody who's used to literally, I do it all. I pick up the phone, I call this, the whole nine yards. Great, keep doing that. But the thing is, you're not going to do enough volume. For you to do enough volume, you either have to have callers, you got to get a lot of content, or you got to have some kind of a budget for paid ads. And in today's market, because a lot of people have a higher rate, this is the best way, if you're on the residential side, to try to capture that business. Okay? So basically have a page on Facebook because you need it to market, and then post the ad. Literally, you could do something very similar to what I showed you. And then if you look at the description of this video, I'll put in a link where you can actually download the actual video and you could use it for yourself. And I'll also put in the actual context of whatever the ad was, so you could use that as well. Once you have that going, I would highly recommend having some kind of a platform where you could text on your computer, because this way you could literally extract their name and their phone number, text them, and then it's not from your phone. It's like you have it ready to go. It's like you're working. And then if they do reply, this is a good time then to jump on a call with them and say, okay, how can I help you? Now, this leads us to the last point. There's a good chance they're not going to fall into the parameters of your program. So what do? We got to have other opportunities available for them. So like in my case, initially we start with the initial offer, right? And the initial offer is, hey, are you, somebody who wrote off your income, you need money in second position, I can get you qualified with alternative documentation. What I find is that a lot of times these transactions turn into hard money deals. And so if you don't know and you've never brokered a private money deal, again, in the description of this video, I have the Part-Time Commercial Lender Academy, where I talk about being able to broker commercial and private money loans. Feel free to check that out. Because what happens is a lot of these guys have a situation where they need money now, and their overall profile is not going to support being able to be squeezed into the subprime bucket. Now, that's not all the time. That's maybe like a third or maybe half of the time, all right? So just so you know what it's all about. There are other ways for you to be able to get online leads, like buying them directly through like TransUnion. It's called a trigger lead. Basically, somebody pulls their credit and then, you pay $1 to get their information. The problem is literally, I've had borrowers go through that, and they've received 80 to 100 phone calls. So you're more than likely not going to be able to secure that type of a business, and more than likely it's going to be illegal sometime in the very near future. There's probably agencies reaching out to you, asking you, do you want us to do this for you? You could if it's like too complicated for you. But once you literally just put the wheels into motion and get started, you could easily do this, all right? And if it's not this, just literally video yourself like this and just say, hey guys, if you're self-employed and you're having a tough time, you got a low rate on your first mortgage, you need to pull out some equity out of your house. I offer loans in second position and even use alternative documentation. So no worries if you can't use your tax returns. If you need that, just give me a buzz. My information is below. And then post something to that extent on Facebook. And you could even do it as a reel and then pay to like boost it. You could do a bunch of different things as long as you're getting that out there, because realistically, when you run ads, you get to target. All right. And that's kind of like the unique thing. When you just do regular organic posts, that's great to build brand, but it takes a very long time. So when we do this as an example, and I'll go in here for one more minute, let's show you this. We save a certain audience. And so people who match small businesses, mortgage loan, personal finance, home equity, self-employment, home improvement, cash out refinancing, home equity line of credit, loan, home, real estate investing, home equity, or refinancing. So you are really targeting that individual who is looking for your particular solution at that particular time. And the thing is, which you will find, I'm going to leave you on this note, is that you're not going to be able to dictate to Facebook or Google, it doesn't matter, the actual age of the person. So you might think, oh, okay, well, you know what, the person who's likely to use my services is probably like 35 or maybe 45 to 55 years old. You can't do that because it's lending. So that would be discriminatory in residential, right? So you got to open it up. And that's why you have people's interests to bypass the fact that you can't actually categorize them by age. And obviously you can categorize by location. And for me, like I said, a license in California for QM. So that's where we do it. Anyways, that was a lot of information. If you have any questions, drop it for me in the comments of this video. If you want to check out either the part-time residential academy or the part-time commercial lender academy, both of them, like I said, are available in the description. I guess a lot of it depends on where you are in the journey. I do use Facebook to generate leads, and the reason is $40 a lead, even if you could secure 1 out of 10, all right, then that would still, mean you're spending $400 to $500, and then realistically, you're making at least $4,000 or $5,000. So you're 10xing every single time. It's well worth it. It takes a lot more than just going to lunch with a referral partner, building that relationship, and then having them send you warm business. This also is something that you can turn on and off as, if you're busy, turn it off. If you need more traffic, bam, you flick the switch. You only need to do the ad once. You could do a couple different ads and test them out, all right? Hopefully this is helpful. If this creates a little bit of value for you, please drop me a comment. Let me know what. If you have questions, drop them in the comments as well. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for checking this out. And check out some of the freebies in the description. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, guys.